Next passage. Read children's comprehension of television advertising. All right, interesting. How do children understand? Yes. Yes.
Hozir siz aytyapsiz, kontakt bilan o'rganing deyapsiz-ku. Bu degani daftarga alohida yozmaymiz. Faqat o'sha maqolani o'ziga yozib, o'sha maqolani o'ziga yozmaymiz.
No, you learn them. I can send each group what I used to do. Just a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. I used to learn words, this way. Just an example. As you can see, I only have sentences, but no like individual words. You see, I send to your group, right? So you can see it in the group. I just have only sentences. This is from 2017, from 7 years ago. From 7 years ago, that's how I used to learn. I only have a sentence, nothing else.
You make the sentences by yourself or you find it on the internet?
No, I usually take them from man shunaqangi gap tanlashim kerakki, o'sha gap bilan o'sha kontekstda ma'no chiqa oladigan gap tanlayman faqat. Ba'zi gaplarda ma'no chiqmaydi. I choose a sentence where you can get the meaning. Did you guys see this on the group, on the Telegram group?
Diyorbek,
Yes.
how we can improve referencing skills?
No, I think you just go back every time. You just make a habit of going back to the previous sentence. Okay, make a habit of going back to the previous sentence. So that's what referencing is. All right, referencing is just, if they use this, you go back to the previous sentence.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we're going to continue. We're going to continue because we have to read an article too, guys. We need to read an article. We need to do so many things. Yes, we need to finish this passage. Then we're going to read the article together. So, children's comprehension of television advertising. Children's comprehension of television advertising. I think that title is self-explanatory. So I can go to the questions. This time, just keep this in mind. Mana shu savol turi har qanday paragrafda har qanday bitta layndan bo'lishi mumkin. Shuning uchun bu savol turida har safar paragraf tugatganimdan keyin hammasiga qarab chiqaman. All right? I'm going to look at all of them. All right? Every time I finish a paragraph, I look at all of them. With this one, I do the same, only with the names. When one of the names comes across, man bitta ism kelib qolsa, kun kel degan ism kelsa, hammasiga qarab chiqasiz. All right? McNeil degani kelsa, hammasiga qarab chiqasiz. Sizda bizlar test jihatdan bilishimiz kerak bo'lgan bitta narsa, bu ismlar ketma-ket kelar ekan xolos. Bo'ldi. IELTS savol turlarida mana shu narsani bilsangiz bo'ldi. Qolgani har doim bir xil ketaverasiz. Faqat mana shu ikkita savol turida shunaqa qilasiz. Qolganlarida faqat birinchisiga qarasa ketadi. Again, now I'll explain in English. So with these two types of questions, what you should do every time, because any of them could be here, once you finish paragraph A, you need to look at all of them. All right? With the names, whenever one of the names comes across, you're going to have to look at all of the statements. You do it every time. That's it. That's the only thing you need to keep in mind. Out of 4 questions, these two are most common. Classification and choosing from a list, they don't come as often. Especially classification, you never see it. You never see it, almost never. It's very rare. All right? That's it. Then for this one, summary completion, just reading the title is enough. But let's go. Description of recent innovations in TV broadcasting. Recent innovations in TV broadcasting, the description. With this type of question, nouns at the beginning are really important. Look at the nouns. When they say description, they use descriptive language. When they say, all right, they use descriptive language. TV broadcasting. Mention bilan reference qiyin. All right, mana shu reference degani ham bor. Mention and reference, they exactly mean the same thing. Bitta linedan olib ketadi odatda. All right, bitta line, uzoq bo'lsa bitta gap. All right, main goods and services. All right, so then mention reference the same thing. Again, reference the same as mention reference. Current limitation. All right, limitation is the key word. Okay, somebody again started drawing. Right, these people don't understand English, I guess. All right. 2 techniques used to encourage children to watch more TV. Okay, encourage TV commercials. A type of advertisement that make children believe the opposite of what is true. Believe what's the opposite of true. Advertisements often aim to teach children that a brand is fun. The brand is fun. Advertisements teach that brand is fun rather than telling them about what's being sold. Original children's program will when adults rarely watch TV. By the way, tip, the correct answers. Okay, correct answers. Pay close attention to adjectives and adverbs. Pay close attention to adjectives and adverbs because it's easy to notice their synonym. All right? Pay particular attention to adjectives and adverbs because very easy to notice their synonym. Children have a significant impact on what adults buy, And then tests show that children can follow if simple words are used. And I believe, do I have to read the remaining things, guys? Do I have to read the remaining questions for this type of question? Do I have to read all of them? No. O'qishimga hojat yo'q. Bu savol turi odatda bitta yoki ikkita paragrafdan keladi. All right, bitta paragraf yoki ikkita odatda bitta paragrafdan keladi. This type of question it comes from one paragraph. Faqat titleda o'qib qo'yib, boshini o'qib qo'ysangiz yetadi. Bitta forget qilib bo'lmaydigan joyini, unutib bo'lmaydigan joyi mana 5 yoshli bolalar dedi, bo'ldi, menga o'sha yetadi. Qolgani o'qishimga hojat yo'q, chunki bilaman hammasi bitta joydan keladi. Right? That's I'm safe. Then I'm going to continue reading. I'm going to look at these questions when they talk about children before the age of 4 and 5. Guys, I'm going to have to emphasize this in the first lesson a lot. Birinchi lessonda ko'p aytaman, ma'zur tutasiz. U ham bo'lsa, texnika degan narsa yo'q. Texnika faqat qaysi savol turida nima qilishni bilishlik. All right? That's it. So in somebody's okay. You're not unmuted. In 1874, long before the advent of television, the English Parliament passed the law to protect children from their own lack of experience and from the wiles of pushing tradesmen money lenders. Bizada James degan odam yo'q. English Parlamenti 1874-yildayoq televizor kelishidan ancha oldin ular qonun chiqargan ekan. Mana bu anaqalardan moneychilardan, tradesmenlardan saqlash uchun bolalarni. The act is one of the earliest governmental policies to address children's vulnerability to commercial exploitation and was produced before major corporations earned huge profits by marketing products directly. Bu qonun bolalarni reklamalarga bo'lgan zaifligini ancha oldin bartaraf etib, katta korporatsiyalar pul ishlashdan oldin ancha oldin bo'lgan. 1874-yilda bo'lgan deyapti. Yet the issues underlying 19th century policy remain much the same. O'sha narsadagi asosiy omillar hozir ham aktualligicha qolgan. Okay. Mana shuni tugatganimdan keyin agar ism bo'lganda har biriga qarab chiqardim. Ism yo'q ekan. Ism chiqmagani uchun nima qilmayman? 19 dan 22 gacha qaramayman. Nima uchun 23-savolga qaramayman, do'stlar? Why am I not looking at question number 23? Why am I not looking at question number 23?
4-5 yoshlar chiqmadi hali.
4-5 yoshlar chiqmadi. Maqsad bitta o'qiganimda tugatish. Bitta o'qiganimda biz bitta o'qish. Shu uchun hamma savollarni oldindan o'qib chiqishdan maqsad bor. Hamma o'qigani uchun o'qib chiqmaymiz biz. Bittada tugatish. Faqat men buni o'qib chiqsam bo'ldi 14 dan 18 gacha. Recent innovation haqida gapirdimmi? But it was about the past. Main goods and services targeting children? No. Reference to current limitation, hozirgi limitation haqida bolalarga televizorda qanaqa limit qo'yilgani haqida gap bormi? No. All right. Next one. Two techniques used to encourage bolalarni qanaqa qilib reklama ko'rdirishda ikkita texnika. Type of advertisement that make children believe what's the opposite is true. All right. We don't have any of them. Exactly. We're going to move on. B. Television has long been the predominant medium. Medium is like wasta. All right. It has become predominant main means advertisers have chosen for marketing products, children. Marketing means advertising. It's estimated that the average child sees more than 40,000 television commercially, most of which are in lengths. This kunkel. I'm going to look at, once I finish the paragraph, I'm going to look at 19 to 22. All right, I'm going to have to look at that. According to another estimate, children aged 14 years and under make 224 billion in direct purchases. Shuncha bola olar ekan, 424 milliardlik savdo qilar ekan bolalarni o'zi, 14 yosh kichkina. family purchase'larni shunchasini influence qilar ekan bolalar. Ularni katta stake borligini ko'rsatadi bu deyapti bu raqamlar. Brad McNeil. In addition, companies now recognize that brand loyalty built at an early age may reap beradi. Kelajak yoshligidan unga brand loyaltyni quydirsak bolani miyasiga, kelajakda o'zi bizga yaxshi customer bo'ladi. Xo'p, 14 dan 17-8 gacha qarab olamiz. Birinchi, description of recent innovations? No. Main goods and services? No. Reference to current limitation? No. Right? Two techniques? No. Nothing, but I'm going to have to look at Kunkel and like, let's go. All right. Advertisers often aim to teach if brand is fun, nothing about fun. Originally, children's programs were only broadcast when adults rarely watch TV. No. Children have a significant impact when adults buy. Don't you think that could be an answer? Don't you think that could be an answer? Guys. Fazliddin and Umar so far. Nikhola says yes. Srayo says yes. Yes, like look at this. Children under age at 15, they influence family purchases. So that's going to be McNeil. So McNeil, 21 is going to be B. All right, 21, I'm going to write. 21 is going to be what? B. All right, that's it. We're going to continue.
Can I ask one question?
Yes.
I always confuse when I need to choose which name it's related to. For example, it was McNeil and Kunkel. How I need to understand which one it's related to Kunkel and which for McNeil.
Qarang, o'sha statement tugaganidan uni ismi bo'lsa, o'sha uni oldingi statement o'shaniki. Odatda qo'shib tirnoq ichida kelgan joyga qarasangiz bo'ldi muhim, eng muhim. Qo'shib tirnoq ichiga qaraysiz, keyin kimni ismi kelyapti qarang. Mana bu joyda family purchase, if you look at that family purchase, who is underscoring that? McNeil. So that's why we're choosing McNeil.
Yeah, I understand. It means that according to involve its statement for McNeil, yeah?
It's McNeil, yes.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. So the answer is going to be B. We're going to continue. A number of factors have contributed to unprecedented. Can anybody tell me what unprecedented means? Unprecedented growth. What does unprecedented mean?
Unexpected.
No, it doesn't mean unexpected. Never seen before. Never seen, never existed, never done before, right? Unprecedented growth in both the amount of and type of advertising targeted at children. All right. All right. One number of factors. First and foremost, among these changes is the media environment. Media environment has changed. In decades past, in the past, television programming targeted at children was limited. Television programming was limited and relegated to time slots unpopular with their parents, such as Saturday mornings. What do parents do on Saturday mornings? They sleep. At those times, they were showing these kinds of TV. That's Turov. I have Turov. That means I'm going to look at the statements, 21 to 19 to 22. Today, the number of channels has escalated with the diffusion of cable television, satellite technology. Bugun yana bitta factor, vashshi ko'payib ketdi kanallar. In this new multi-channel era, there are numerous national programs. Faqat bolalar uchun kanallar ko'payib ketdi. Bular o'z-o'zidan bolalarga marketing messajlarni yuboradi. Ota-onalar xursand bo'lishi mumkin, bolam ko'rayotgan narsa ko'p, lekin bolalar yodda tutish kerakki, bolalari nerealni ko'p reklama ko'ryapti. Right? So now, guys, two things. What I do, because I have the name, ism bo'lgani uchun nima qilishim kerak? 19 dan 22 gacha qarashim kerak. Shu bilan birgalikda 14 dan nimaga ham qarashimiz kerak? 18 gacha ham. 14. Description of recent innovations in TV broadcasting. Could this be an answer? Could this be an answer? No, most people are saying no, it's the answer. Yes, because they are describing, guys. They are describing description. Are they using descriptive language? Child-oriented marketing, right? Television programming. It was unpopular. Today, the number of channels with cable television, satellite technologies, right? They have escalated. Although parents may not be pleased that at any hour of the day entail much greater exposure to trade. So what it's saying, do we have descriptive language? Recent innovation, mana cable TV bilan anaqani qo'shilgani satellite texnologiyani. Bolalarning kanali nerealni ko'payib ketgani. So the answer is going to be what? The answer is going to be 14 is going to be C. Right? Now, keyingi esa davom etamiz. Chunki any let more than once deb qo'yibdi. 15 ham bo'lishi mumkin. Main goods and services. Do we have main goods and services? Main goods and services. Main goods and services. Nope. Reference to current limitation. Televizorda qo'yish mumkin bo'lmagan narsa bormi bu yoqda? Mana bir kimdir 16C deb rosa yozdi. iPhone. No, iPhone bu yoqda shunaqa javob yo'q. Qani bolalarga mumkin emas degan narsa. All right. Two techniques used to encourage children to watch commercials. Bolalarni ko'ndirishga ikkita texnika haqida gapirdimmi? Birinchi mana bunaqa qilib bolalarni reklama ko'rdiradi degan gap bormidi? Type of advertisement that make children believe what's the opposite of true? No. So there's only one answer. All right. I have the name Turov. I have the name Turov. Advertisements often Turov nima dedi? Turov aytdi, avvallari bolalarga programmasi cheklangan edi. Faqat ota-onalar ko'rmaydigan vaqtda ko'rardi. Bola reklama haqida emas gap. Yana boshladi kimdir chizib. All right. Tushunmagan. O'zbekcha aytaman. Qaranglar, chizmanglar, insonlar. Iloji bormi shu narsani? All right, so here it said originally children's program were only broadcast when adults rarely watch TV. It means they watched time slots that were unpopular with the parents. Means that their parents did not watch. So the answer is going to be 20. Who said it? Turov. So the answer is going to be, you put the name, all right, C. Who said it? C. Turov said it. But there's also 14. 14, where did I find it? Like, I think there were lots of, like, so I'm going to put it here, 14. Because I'm putting these numbers because I want to repeat them once I finish them, all right? Like approximately 80% of all advertising targeted at children falls within 4 product categories. Bolalarning 80% mahsuloti mana shu narsalar ekan, reklamas. Toys, cereals and fast food restaurants. Buni Kunkel va boshqalar aytibdi. Kunkelda o'zi emas, u bilan boshqalar ham. Commercials are highly affected. Qarang, aytganda ismlar ketma-ket kelyaptimi? Yuqorida aytdik. Ismlar ketma-ket kelyaptimi? The names are coming in order. Yes, in the text.
Yes.
All right. Yes. All right. You see, somebody already said, guys, we have one answer. I think immediately noticed. Everybody noticed. What's the answer? What's the answer immediately you noticed?
19.
15.
Oh,
right?
15.
15.
Yes.
If you look at 15, they're talking about the main things they advertise. So 15 is going to be what? E. Right? They like, all right, commercials are highly effective in employing. Employ means using. Designed to attract children's attention. For example, they use the strategy of introducing unique sound effects, rapidly moving images. What do? They use unique sound effects and rapidly moving images. Bu ismga ham qarayman, chunki bu ham bor. Ular bolalarga ko'rdirish uchun sound effektlardan, rasmlardan foydalangan. The other most common, yana bitta yo'li, ular bolalarga aytar ekanki, mahsulotni playfulness, happiness bilan connect qilar ekan. Mahsulot haqida hech qanaqa informatsiya bermas ekan. For example, commercial featuring Ronald McDonald dancing, singing, smiling. McDonald's restoranlarida shunaqa bor ekan. Without any mention of the actual products. Mahsulot haqida umuman anaqa yo'q, ma'lumot yo'q, lekin o'ynab yotibdi bitta odam. This strategy is also frequently found with serial ads. Serial adlar ham shunaqa qiladi, which often include cartoon characters. Ular cartoon characterlarni olar ekan to help children identify the product. In contrast, most commercials fail to mention the major grain. Hattoki qanaqa guruchga o'xshagan narsa, mana grain degan donli narsalar ishlatganini aytmaydi ham hech qaysi serialida. Serial degan grain bilan sinonim. All right, so we have so many answers. We have so many answers, people. All right, Khojakbar is already on the right. Jasmina as well. Jasmina and Abdul Qadir as well. So the answer is going to be what? Are you
17.
17 as well, right? 2 techniques. Did they talk about 2 techniques? The first technique is what? Using images and sound effects. The second one, associating the product with what? Associating the product with happiness.
Playfulness and happiness.
Playfulness. So the answer is going to be for 19. It's going to be what? Kunkel and et al. Did you see that? This part. So the answer is going to be for like what? 19. It's going to be B. So now We don't have limitation on aiming children, type of advertisement that make children believe the opposite of what is true. All right, let's go. Let's go. Another common feature of advertising to children is the use of product disclosures. All right, they also use product disclosures apparently. That's just batteries not included, each part sold separately. Studies make clear that young children don't comprehend the intended meaning of these disclaimers. Studylar ko'rsatadiganki, bularni tushunmaydi bola. All right. For example, fewer than 1 in 4 kindergarten through 2nd grade children could grasp the meaning of some assembly required. Faqat bir 20% tushunar ekan nimaligini. In contrast, the use of child-friendly language, some assembly required degandan ko'ra yig'ib qo'y deganni tushunish darajasi 2 barobar oshib ketibdi. Mana birata bormidi? Bor edi. Liber et al. degan birat bormidi? Okay, do I have the answer? Do I have the answer? 22 is going to be what? 22 is going to be
F.
F, right? 22 is going to be F. There is one more answer. Somebody said 18. Abdullah is getting ahead. So the phrase part of a balanced breakfast, a frequent disclosure, A, B, C, D. This should be E, right? This paragraph should be E. The phrase, the part of the balanced breakfast is also frequent disclosure include most cereal ads to combat the concern sugared cereals holds little nutritional value. Balanced breakfast degan phrase tez anaqa qilinar ekan. Bu faqat yashirish uchun, buni foydasi yo'q degan gapni aytish uchun. Shuni yashirish maqsadida. Research shows that most children below the age of 70 years have no idea what balanced breakfast means. Mana biratni gapi bormi? Hozir qaraymiz, Palmerning gapi. Rather than informing the viewers about the importance of a nutritious breakfast, this common disclaimer actually leaves many children with the misimpression that cereal alone is sufficient for a meal. Bu narsalarni yomon tomoni ko'pchilik o'ylar ekan, bolalar xato fikr qolib ketadi ularda. Faqat mana shu cereal ertalab turib turing, Kellogg desam, Hercules desam, bo'ldi man yetadi deb o'ylaydigan impression qolib ketadi. So the answer is going to be what? 18 is going to be exactly. Most of you guys are right. 18 is going to be what? 18 is going to be what? E. All right. This pattern of employing creative terminology in advertising content to obscure certain information might be unhelpful to the sponsor. Is a long-standing practice. Sponsorga foydasi bo'lmasligi mumkin, lekin anchadan beri consumerlarni adab kelayotgan Gaze shuni debdi. All right, do I have? We already found all of the answers, so we don't need that. So we're gonna have to look at the last two. Like we have one question from here, reference to current limitation, and then we have these remaining questions. Very young children don't recognize that there are fundamentally different categories of television content. Most children don't understand. There are programs and commercials. Young children don't understand. Most children below the age of 4 and 5 exhibit low awareness of concept of commercials. They don't understand what advertising is. Frequently explaining them, they think that them. Can you guys tell me what them refers to? Can you guys tell me what them refers to? Can you tell me what them refers to? Okay, Hojekbar is asking, can you explain question number 18? Yes, I can. Qarang, mana buni aytyapti. Shunaqangi advertisement turiki bolalarni teskarisiga ishontiradi. Right? Teskari narsa turib deb ishontiradi. Mana aytyaptiki, manaqa turdagi advertisement bor ekan, product disclosure degan narsa bor ekan. Unda mana so'z bilan yashirar ekan. Balanced breakfast derar ekan, cerealga yozib qo'yilgan bo'lar ekan. Cereal degani shakar to'la Kellogg degan katta brendlar bor. Yoki O'zbekistonda ruslarnikini yeydi, Hercules yeydi. Shunga balanced breakfast deb yozib qo'yar ekan. Lekin u nima deydi? Bolaga hech qanaqa aytmayapti nutritious breakfast muhimligini. Bola xayolda o'ylayapti, men faqat mana shu ertalab cereal yesam, men sog'lom bo'ldi deb o'ylayapti. Lekin aslida u xato deyapti. Type of advertising mana shunaqa so'zlardan foydalanadigan advertising, misimpression esa believe what's opposite true ga sinonim bo'ladi. Nurullo, sizga kattakon rahmat. Nima bo'ldi? Mana bu yoqdagi they so'zi, them so'zi nimaga sinonim bo'ldi? Them so'zi. Commercials ga. Bolalar 4 yoshli, 5 yoshli bolalar commercials tushunmaydi hali. Hali yosh u, miyasi kichkina. explaining them xuddiki ular o'ylar ekan, nimadan deb o'ylar ekan, seen from the program itself. So what's going to be the answer for question number 23? In fact, these children often mistake an advertisement for a
Scene.
scene, exactly, for a scene. All right. This is despite the fact that children's TV programs usually include announcements called, qarangizlar, eslab qolingizlar, called so'zini o'rniga known as ishlatadi yoki ikkita qo'shtirnoq ishlatadi. Okay, instead of called, they're going to use known as and qo'shtirnoq. All right. Once this confusion diminished, children first recognize the difference between programs and commercials based on their effective what? Based on their this should be end. Based on their what? What is it? Based on their effectiveness? I guess it should be based on either. Based on effective or there's cues, based on effective cues or perceptual cues. What kind of cues? Effective cues are commercials are funnier. Perceptual cues are commercials are short and programs are long. Bola yosh katta bo'lavergan sari tushunadi. Programma bilan commercialda nima farqi bor? Mana bu reklama, mana bu programma. Ular effective'ga kalitlar, shunga hint beradigan narsalar, commerciallar kulgili TV programmaga nisbatan. Keyin commerciallar qisqa, programmalar uzun degan bola o'zini tilida tarjima qiladi o'sha narsa. All right? Announcement haqida gap yo'q. Although most children's programs indicate a commercial break is coming, mana shu narsa announcement degani. Misol uchun aytar ekan, we'll be right back after these messages. Research reveals that these separators generally don't help children recognize advertising content. Bola bilmaydi uni deyapti advertising content degani. So what's the answer? These what? Announcements called what? Announcements called separators, right? Separators, exactly. This likely occurs because they are not perceptually distinct from the adjacent programming that surrounds them. Sababi bu programmingdan farqi yo'q deyarli boyagi commercialda. In fact, many separators feature characters that appear in the same show that commercial has just interrupted. Qiziq tomoni shunday ekanki, o'sha separatorlarda shu anaqada commercialda ishlatiladigan karakterlarni ishlatar ekan. When an ad includes one of those characters featured in the program, this is known as host selling. Mana shu narsani anaqa qilish host selling deyiladi ekan. So 25 is going to be host selling. All right. It's going to be host selling. Now, all right. Type of from the age of 4 and 5, children began to realize commercials are different from TV programs. They may then recognize there is difference in length and advertisements are something then this is then when I have then I need comparative adjective. Comparative adjective, right? I need comparative adjective. This type of advertising makes discriminating. Bola bunaqa bo'lgandan keyin reklama bilan anaqani ajrata olmay qoladi deyapti. TV programmani. In some, because young children and cognitive skills, blah blah, comparison yo'q oxirida. Demak, comparisonlik joy o'tib ketdi. Okay, what do you guys think the answer is for question number 26? So yes, Ozodbek Jawhar Sugdi. So the answer is going to be what? Funnier, exactly. Funnier. Commercials are funnier than TV programs. That's synonym for. Advertisements are funnier than actual TV. All right, that's it.
Can I ask
Sure.
why 26 came after 25? Before 25.
This is really rare. 2% holatdan 5% holatda bo'lishi mumkin. This is really rare. Today this was the case. I guess there was a passage. I was very surprised in one of my real exams. Royal Flying Doctor Service. Agar sizga ham shu tushib qolsa, shunaqa Avstraliyada shunaqa servis bor ekan. Mana shunda true false not given orderda kelmagan. All right, in my real exam, only once, never occurs. Never this is the case. Never this is the case, but once in my real exam, Royal Doctor Flying Service, the answers for true false not given question were not in order. Har zamonda IELTSda o'zini qoidasini buzishga haqqi bor ekan. Har zamonda, like, all right, they sometimes do that. They sometimes do that. Like, remember this, if you ever have this passage, Royal Flying Doctor Service, the numbers, the answers don't come in order. All right. This type of advertising makes the task of discriminating between the program and commercial content particularly difficult. Bola bu shu uchun farq olmaydi. Is thus restricted by the Federal Communications Commission during children's program. Mana shunaqa narsalar anaqadan taqiqlangan ekan, nima edi? Amerika hukumati shuni taqiqlab qo'ygan ekan. So the answer is going to be what? For 16, it's going to be G, because restricted is synonym for limitation. Guys, what's the next thing we're gonna do? What's the next thing we're gonna do, guys? What's the next thing we're gonna do? What's the next thing we're gonna do? Exactly, we're gonna make the paraphrase table. Let's go. Let's make the paraphrase table. Paraphrase table. You learn, then you learn all the new words. All right, just a second.
Can I ask, Mr. Diyorbek, can you write again this passage which was on your real exam with before this question? I mean, 25 came after 26. I mean, name of this passage.
No, this is when, look, this was the passage when even true, false, not given questions were not in order. Royal Flying Doctor Service.
Thank you.
All right, so let's go. So the first question in recent innovations. Recent innovations. Which word can we use? Recent innovations, 14. Recent. Please, now I don't accept people. At this point, I don't accept this. This is too late now. Recent innovations. Recent innovations. What word can we use? I think we can, today is a good word for recent, right? The number of channels, the average cable television diffusion. And if you pay attention, they're using present perfect lot, have contributed, has escalated, these, right? Satellite, I think satellite in code, like this is the synonym for innovation, satellite and cable. For the love of God, for the love of God, please stop playing with it. All right, now the next thing, 15, main goods and services. Main goods and services. Toys, cereals, candies, fast food, restaurants. 16. Current limitation. Current limitation is synonym for what? Synonym for restricted. Restricted in the US. 17. 17. Two techniques. Two techniques. They use the word strategy. 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 Instead of the word used. Instead of the word used. Use the word what? Employed. Employed. They use the word what? Employed. Employed, right? Employing, exactly. Then a type of it that makes the believe what's the opposite of is true. Believe, make believe what the opposite of is true. Believe the opposite of what's true. The opposite of what is true. Leave with what? Leave with misimpression. Misimpression. 19. 19 was brand is fun. What's the word for them? Brand is fun. I don't add any people now. Bread is fun. Is what? No, I think they use the word playfulness. And what? And happiness. Playfulness and happiness. Rather than product-related information. Product-related information is a synonym for telling about the product. Product-related information. The synonym for telling about the product. Telling about what's being sold. What's being sold. 20. Then, when adults rarely watch TV. When adults rarely watched TV. Time slots unpopular with adults. 21. 21. Significant impact, influence, significant impact on adult what? Adult buys, adults buy. So they used family purchases, influence, family purchases.
Can you please explain, Mr. Diyorbek, differences between affected and influenced
The same thing.
at the time? Okay, thank you.
Simple words. Simple words. Also, it's better if you write your question in the chat. All right. Then simple words, guys. They use the word child-friendly language, right? Simple words. Simple words is synonym for child-friendly language. So then next one. Next one. Mistake. I think for mistake they used as if. Mistake as if. 24. 25 we have called host technique. Funnier there, for example, for 26 instead of advertisements in the text they used commercials. Commercials. All right, that's pretty much it. So you make the table and then you like what? I will send it. Don't worry, Nurulla, I will send it. As if, look, he behaves as if he's the president. That means that's synonym for mistake. He was mistaking it. Not exactly the synonym, but the meaning is the same. Meaning is the same in this context. All right. So this is like done.